All right.
The moment you've all been waiting for. This is week 3, final week of our MCU bracket where we
put everything forward.
Crown the greatest MCU project that's ever been projected.
That's right. So we have a lot to do today. So with that said, because there's so many projects and so many kind of lower end, I think we try and speed run through this. And unless we disagree on one, or if it's like a little more you feel like we need to, in the first round, let's try and just keep it quick.
Yeah, moving along.
So, unless we disagree.
So
However,
starting with Phase 4.
The first things first. We said last week on the podcast that whatever our winner of Phase 3 was, because you and I disagreed, that we would see what Cam would say, and we would put that winner forward.
Yeah.
So,
the
if
camera,
you remember...
The camera kind of chopped it up, but we were torn on this. And
Yes.
It'd be a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War.
Civil War.
So
representing Phase 3 in the final round.
So, better movie of the 3, what would you pick? And that's what gets sent through. So, me and Sam both, I put Infinity War through, he put Endgame through. If you said Civil War, I don't know what the heck we do. But
I'll give you a hint. I'm not saying Civil War.
Okay.
Okay,
all right,
fine.
ready?
Makes things easier.
Ready?
Between Infinity War and Endgame.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Give me Infinity War.
That's
every
my boy.
day
That's
of
my
the
boy.
week.
I get it.
That's my
I get
boy.
it.
Yeah.
Endgame. It was a
That's
good
right.
run.
It was
It's
a
a
right
two-round
back
one.
in. Right back in.
Perfect 10 out of 10 movie.
Good
right
two-round
there,
run for Endgame.
Yep.
One's got to go.
One has got
Two
to go.
Two has to go, but, two have to go.
Two do have to go at the end of the day.
I think it's them. They're going.
It's good. I understand it. All right, so
Okay,
our finalists going into this Phase 4 and Phase 5 thing are, of course, Infinity War in Phase 3. Phase 2 is Cap the Winter Soldier, and Phase 1 goes without saying, the first Avengers.
Are you with that? On
Yeah,
both of those?
I vibe with that.
Okay, you were fine with the Guardians or Winter Soldier over Guardians?
Yeah, would you have changed anything?
I would have changed a lot, but
Like,
we
in
were like
terms
that
of
for
even
that.
finalists?
For the finalists, no, I'm good with those finalists.
Okay.
I think I have a very big soft spot in my heart for Guardians 1, though. It would be hard for me to send Cap over Guardians, but I think it's the right decision.
more complete.
I think it is.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to like. That's the one caveat we have. We're trying to. We can bring emotions into the debate, but ultimately
we
the
have to
decision
gotta-
needs to be no bias.
Yes.
Just like what is the better movie?
Yeah. Okay.
So that being said, Phase 4.
Phase 4, we've got our bye round. We've got No Way Home and Loki. We've got some matchups. First matchup, She-Hulk versus Shang-Chi. Are we good on this?
Tough one.
Okay.
It's unreal.
3, 2, 1.
Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's moving on.
All right. Winner.
Winner. So moved on. Now we have WandaVision versus Miss Marvel. This is actually a bit more interesting.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
WandaVision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What would make it interesting to you before? Because I know we don't want to dwell too much.
I just don't. I'm not as high in WandaVision as most people.
But
Why did you?
in any regard, is Miss Marvel better? Like, do you see anything in Miss Marvel as better
No, I
than
think
WandaVision?
it's a little overhated though. I don't think it was like an abomination or anything. It was just like it was fine.
Yeah.
WandaVision is so good for like 80% of it, and then just completely craps the bed at the end. So
Yeah,
it's tough.
yeah,
It's
you're
so good for
absolutely-
a lot of it, though.
Okay, we've got I Am Groot versus Moon Knight. 3, 2, 1. Moon Knight.
Knight.
Okay. All right. This is gonna be my baby here. We got Eternals versus Hawkeye. 3, 2, 1. Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
I'm gonna say-
Don't do
Stop.
this. You talk about me trying to tweak you. Are you serious? You don't even.
I'll do Hawkeye.
Can you tell me one good thing about Eternals?
I can't. I was just looking at him, and I was like, this would really drive him up a wall.
It's almost Christmas time. We got to get Hawkeye.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm actually gonna watch it.
Can we say this about Eternals though? The best that like a speedster superhero has ever looked on screen is that character. I can't even remember her name, but the way when she runs, the scene of her like running through that island, like near the Celestial.
I have no idea.
And in the final act, do you know what I'm talking? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I'm struggling to remember a lot of details.
I feel like
from
it's
that movie,
the best
but yes.
because it shows like the wind whipping through the shot, and it's just like everything's. It's the best that I think like a speedster has ever looked on screen. Other than that, can't think of a single good thing about it.
Snyderverse?
You hear Blade's voice in the. I don't know because I think that that's. I love that scene.
I feel like Flash looks good in that though.
Yeah, I feel like I
love that scene. I think that the way, like, in the slow-mo
So
when
peak.
he's talking, it's perfect. But
Yeah.
I think when it speeds it up and it does the wide shot and he's just running in it. Like,
Yeah, it looks
he's a
little
little-
like that. Okay.
yeah,
that's
it
fair.
looks a little wonky.
Yeah.
But I think that this was, like, it captured the speed and the
Right.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Other than that, got nothing.
Okay. Next we've got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier versus Multiverse of Madness. 3, 2, 1. Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I was gonna say
Easy.
Multiverse of Madness. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it kind of blows it out the water.
It's a real like
no?
retake your SATs or get a colonoscopy type of situation for me here. I don't know. I don't like either of them.
Falcon Winter Soldier's peaking, man.
I feel like it's pretty peak.
It's not good.
I think it's like
an
an 8.5.
No,
I agree.
I don't like it at all.
You serious?
What?
I like Sam Wilson's costume is really cool at the end. I love that costume. That costume is
that
better
is a
than
good
his
one.
Cap 4 one.
It's a little
Yeah.
baggy. I didn't like how baggy it was.
I like Zemo. Zemo in that
He used to, like, the
costume.
wrinkles and stuff.
Zemo is so good in that show,
He was
but
great.
the rest is not very good.
I don't know, dude. I feel
John
it's
Walker.
I feel like it could have a run.
John Walker's cool, but they act like he's a big villain and he doesn't really do anything wrong.
See, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. John Walker's great. I feel like Falcon and the Winter Soldier for me is the first one that we've named here that I feel could take it all the way in Phase 4.
Oof.
I think it could, yeah.
Not if I have any say.
Well, I guess we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to see.
Let's see.
Okay. We've got What If versus the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Okay.
I actually need some. Didn't ever watch the Holiday Special, so I actually have no idea. So, 3, 2, 1.
Guardians. Holiday Special.
Yeah.
Okay.
What If is such a missed opportunity. Could have been the best thing that Marvel's done in a
Yeah.
while, but it's
There's a
just
couple
not.
cool what if things.
Well, what if
but-
Howard the Duck got together with Mantis or whatever the heck they do? They do something. It's Nebula.
No, it was what's her name from Thor.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just so dumb.
Who, Valkyrie?
No, Darcy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't
Like,
that
what
a
are we doing,
concept
dude? You
for
have
it?
the entire multiverse,
yeah.
you know, and then Storm just shows up randomly at the end. It's Storm's introduction.
Silly.
But Holiday Special is where Peter and Mantis find out they're siblings. And
Yeah.
it's just-
Oh, okay.
And they
very
go and
cool.
find Kevin
Cool.
Bacon. It's pretty fun.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next we have Black Widow versus Werewolf by Night. 3, 2, 1. Black Widow.
Werewolf by Night.
Really?
Yeah.
This
Over
is
Black Widow?
interesting. I understand it. I understand it
Black
because
Widow.
Did you like
bad.
it, or you just think Black Widow stinks?
I mean, Black Widow's awful, but Werewolf by Night is pretty creative, and it's definitely like it's the spookiest thing that MCU has tried to do.
yeah, and it's like a
And
very
it's-
stylized thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's very stylized.
Body
It's
horror.
like they're actually trying to do something creative and like make an interesting film with it. It's kind of bland at points, but I don't know. There's nothing really good about Black Widow except for
Yelena and
Yelena
Red
shows
Guardian,
up, but
and
that's
Red
it.
Guardian, dude.
I think that movie's overhated. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people say. I think it's a lot more meh than it is bad.
It's bad.
I think I'd agree with that actually.
I don't think it's good. I just think it's meh. There's
Yeah.
nothing like horrible about it, really.
I love the intro, like that.
What?
a lot of
I
things
did love
horrible
the
about that
intro
movie.
when it shows like them as kids, and then it gives the Nirvana, or right? It's
Yeah,
like the
it's a
it smells like
Nirvana
Teen
song.
Spirit or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. Yeah, and I just Yelena and the Red Guardian and stuff, and David Harbour is just he's just so cool in every franchise.
so awesome,
He's
man.
he's just
He's
fun
great.
to watch. But yeah,
Okay. Lastly, for Phase 4.
so is this like a majority rule situation? Is that like Black Widow just goes through?
That's unfortunate.
I feel pretty confident it's Black Widow. I feel like it's better.
Neither stand a chance against any of the other things here. I don't think.
There's like
No.
nothing I like about Black Widow that much except for Yelena is in it.
But I don't think I don't know how to like explain it, but I just don't think it's nearly as bad as people say. Like I think it's fine. Like I think all of their dynamics and stuff is fine, and you still get to experience the chemistry of them two together.
Sure.
It's such a mess. It starts off with, I think that there's a lot of, this is heavy subject material, but there's a lot of like child trafficking undertones in the beginning of this movie, and then by the end of it, it's, Taskmaster is falling from a sky base fighting Black Widow.
And the CGI in that
The
part
CGI is
atrocious.
awful.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Do you remember what the villain of that movie's name is?
No,
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, this is
Yeah,
like
that's a good
this
point.
is my Charles Muntz moment from the Escape
that's a
Pod.
good point.
Hold on. Oh my gosh, dude, it's right there.
I remember it and I hate this
It's
movie.
right there. No,
You gonna get there?
I think I could, dude. maybe not right now, but I think I could.
I feel like this is proving my point.
I'm gonna shout it out. I'm gonna shout it out when it hits me.
You're right, but you really enjoyed Werewolf by Night?
I think that
thought
it's-
it was just.
I think that's like fine.
I think
I
it's
thought
more
it was just meh.
It's creative.
It's
I think
the
they're both
detachment
meh.
from everything else in the MCU that just allows me to write it
Yeah.
off with ease. I think.
It's something where it's like they
Right.
actually tried something different, and it's not just the
But it's
same
not
old Marvel
connected.
formula crap.
But it's just not connected, and I just didn't really care.
It's fair.
Like
I'm
at least
so
there was
upset
at
that I
least the
can't think of that
character.
I'm not going to
Single
war
name.
for Werewolf by Night, but so we can move on Black Widow.
I'm
but-
so upset that I can't think of that guy's name. I'm so irritated.
We'll put Werewolf by Night. Guest rules. All right. So now, last thing we've got. We've got Thor: Love and Thunder versus Wakanda Forever.
Goodness. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Wakanda
Forever.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say, I would like to be the head of this club. I think the first 30 minutes of Thor: Love and Thunder is some of the funniest in the MCU.
Funniest?
I thought that was hilarious.
Or just like the goats and everything?
Dude, all of it. I mean, it's stupid, but it was just so funny.
Cam's calling the authorities.
Yep. The whole build up right into where they see the Guardians of the Galaxy, where Thor and Chris Pratt, which I routinely do that. The when he does the whole handshake and then the that whole thing, like.
The Guardians stuff is great. I hate that they marketed the whole movie around Thor being with the Guardians and then they're gone in the first 10 minutes. I hated that.
But I do think the beginning is fun, man.
It is, when he does like the Jean-Claude Van Damme split.
Yeah. And then, like, he's sitting up at the top of the hill, and then all of a sudden, Stormbreaker, and then he just rides it off like it's a broom. Like, it was so stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah,
like, I didn't like it for a Thor movie. I just thought it was funny.
Right.
Anyway. Okay.
I think that goes through.
That goes through. All right.
I'm so upset that I can't think of that guy's name. I don't think it's going to come to me.
You're going to watch this back, and you're going to see me just sitting off in the corner the whole time you're talking about Thor with an angry look on my face.
Okay.
I have nothing good to say about that movie.
Okay. All right. So now we got our first bye winner. He's back in the game. Right back in the game. We're doing a little head-to-head Loki versus WandaVision.
This is like a...
These have all been really easy.
This is easy for me.
3, 2, 1.
Loki.
Okay.
I love Loki.
I do too. Okay. Now we got.
Would this be like No Way Home versus like the bottom seed?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah. We've got No Way Home versus Werewolf by Night.
Ooh, hold on.
Who's going to win?
Let me recharge my batteries and then think.
What's that? Werewolf by Night? Oh.
Wait.
Just got it in.
Wait, I think I see it. Oh, it's going.
Okay.
Didn't even need to do a countdown.
That's gone.
Goodbye.
Now we've got. No, I feel like this could be interesting. Shang-Chi versus Moon Knight.
This is quite easy for me as well.
It's quite easy for me too.
Really?
3, 2, 1.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I didn't know with your. I've. Do you like Moon Knight?
It's great casting, but the show didn't do it for me.
He's so
Can you
wasted.
give us with your Shang-Chi thing, because you just watched it? Can you give us your rating?
My rating of
If you could give
Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
What did you give it on Letterboxd? What would you have given it on Letterboxd?
I think I just remembered what I gave it, and
What
it's
did you
not
give it?
great.
Give
I
it.
think I gave it a 2.5.
The first time you saw it, or just now?
Just rewatching it, yeah.
Oh,
It moved up, though. I will say. It moved up. Moved up. I would just rewatch Shang-Chi and Wakanda Forever because I knew that these are two movies you guys would go to war for, and both of them were better second time around. I'll say that. Shang-Chi moved up pretty significantly.
What did you have it at?
I mean, in terms of my ranking, I think it moved up probably about 8 spots.
Wow. Where is it now? Roughly? Like, what's it between?
It's roughly probably around... Let's see, it's at 25.
I would give it like a 3.5 to 3.8.
It's a high 2.5, I think. I think it's like a 5.6, 5.7, something like that.
Okay.
It's just perfectly fine. It's a perfectly standard Marvel movie. I think that's like the baseline of it.
Okay.
It's solid.
It's like a 6,
okay.
8, 7 for me, you know? Like 6.8 to a 7.
Really? That's it? I would give it like
I think so. It's a great story. It's nothing overwhelmingly
I would give it a
special. The
7,
combat, the action's
7.4.
great. It falters a little bit in the final act and then finds its footing at the end there. We
Yeah.
haven't seen him since, and we're going to in Doomsday, but just the lack of growth kind of has stunted his character and kind of made the movie feel irrelevant up until now. And Awkwafina is just atrocious and brings it down at least 2 points for me.
At least. Yeah, it's rough.
Okay. So, moving on. Okay. So now we have The Falcon and the Winter Soldier versus Wakanda Forever. 3, 2, 1.
Wakanda Forever.
Really? Not The Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
shocked at how little you like this
Yeah.
show. This is like...
Why are you not in on it?
It's just... I feel like we just talked about how good Stranger Things is at keeping the pace and keeping the story rolling, and it's like one episode ends, and Netflix is a lot better at this just in Disney Plus in general.
Yeah.
One episode ends, and you're like, okay, I gotta see what happens next.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm binge watching this show.
Sure.
I think that a lot of Marvel shows struggle from the fact that it's a movie, and they just kind of end at random points, and it's like,
Sure.
okay, I don't have to see what happens next exactly. And I feel like Falcon and Winter Soldier is just so it's so
You didn't feel that?
generic.
Really?
Yeah. It breaks a lot of things, I think, in the world, too, if it's just super soldier serum is floating around and anybody can inject themselves with it.
I don't know, man. That kind of entices me. Anybody.
I think
I
Bucky
agree.
is underutilized in that show, too.
I love the dynamic.
I like the dynamic,
I
too.
love the dynamic. I love
The two actors
feel
are
like-
very good, but
yeah.
I think that the bad guys are pretty dumb, too.
I disagree.
I don't know. I feel like the political side
I
of
think the
things, too,
Carly
with
Carly is like a top 15 villain for me.
Yeah.
No.
I would agree.
Why? What's her motivation?
It doesn't matter. I gotta be honest. Before you came over, we were like, what show would it tick Cam off if we just like committed to the show?
This is all been a bit.
Josh came.
You saw it. I texted him right before we started, and I swear you saw it.
No, I didn't see it.
Josh
I thought you did because I had this thing open where we had just said that. Because we had said we were gonna do it, and we didn't decide what show we were gonna do.
Josh came to me.
It don't matter.
I had to cut it out of the podcast last week, but Josh was like, "What project can we pick that Cameron would just be like livid the further we doubled down?"
But it had to be something like reasonable though.
Right.
Like
It couldn't be what if.
conceivably.
Yeah, it's not like the worst thing ever, but it's not good.
That was so
either.
funny when you said, oh, "Why
It doesn't
not?"
matter. Why? Yeah.
What's her motivation? Who cares? Who cares?
Who cares? She's great.
That is so funny.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was having
Unreal.
such a hard time keeping that together. Every time you looked at me and I said, I was like, "You're talking about the political climate."
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait. So
So for real, Wakanda Forever is better.
yeah, I'd probably take
Probably, yeah. There's
I
more,
would I would
just
take
more
Wakanda
emotional
Forever.
depth.
Wakanda Forever is also a mess, but
It's
Yeah.
not, yeah,
more
it's
of
not
an
a great
enjoyable
story,
mess.
but I think in terms of like paying tribute to Chadwick Boseman, it really brought another level of depth that up to that point, post Endgame MCU hadn't seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out this bracket thing. We did Loki. Loki already had his matchup. We didn't do No Way Home, right?
did we pin Hawkeye?
No Way Home, Hawkeye, and Guardians Special, I think, are the three.
Okay,
We
so-
have to do these three together.
Okay.
So, No Way Home, Guardians 3 Special, Hawkeye. 3, 2, 1.
No
Wait,
way.
wait. I thought we just do Hawkeye.
Wait,
Oh, right, I see. Because so 2
there's
have to
uneven
go.
amount,
I
yeah.
see. So 2 have to go. Okay,
Two
wait.
gotta go.
2 have got to go.
All right, so then yeah, it's No Way Home.
I think it's No Way Home, but
Yeah.
I hate it. I love Hawkeye so much,
I
man.
think it's No Way Home.
Well, no, I know it's No Way Home. It's No Way Home.
So the first time you watched Hawkeye, you hadn't seen Daredevil, right?
No, I did not.
Doesn't watching Hawkeye
I know,
after
with-
Daredevil
with-
make it worse though? Because
Yeah,
what
in
they do
episode
to
6, I
Kingpin
know.
is so lame.
I know.
I think that's where my hate comes. I don't think it's a hate directed towards the show whatsoever. I think it's more just I'm like a Daredevil loyalist or something, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel more of an attachment towards the way Kingpin's interpreted in the Daredevil show. That like when I see him in anything else, and he's watered down, similar to Echo,
Yeah.
which we'll talk about. It's just it's not the same.
I agree with you on that point, but I think that's the only thing I dislike about the show. Like, honestly.
The way Kingpin is done.
Yes. Just in that last one.
Okay.
I think I would agree with you though. Like I feel the same way, but I think that I dislike it enough to bring it way down.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so now
you.
final matchups we have No Way Home versus Wakanda Forever and Loki versus Shang-Chi.
These are actually 2 very easy matchups for me.
Me too.
Yeah, I feel like this whole bracket, Phase 4 is just kind
Phase
of
4 is so top heavy. It's kind of easy.
Phase 5 is much cleaner. Okay.
The final 2 is I'm gonna hate eliminating either of these. One of these. Yeah.
Okay. So No Way Home versus Shang-Chi. 3, 2, 1.
No Way Home.
Okay.
Yep.
Loki versus Wakanda Forever. 3, 2, 1.
Loki.
Okay. So
I hate this, dude. They both deserve to be in some sort of a conversation.
they do. It's unfortunately like
I'm so high on Loki. I
know.
love it so much.
Is Loki a 10 for you?
Yes,
Really?
I don't know if it is. For
Can
it's
I-
the best Disney Plus show ever.
There's one moment in Loki that I think is really controversial and kind of has the fan base divided, and it's in that episode. I think it's the first one that he shows up, and there's a box of Infinity Stones, and they dismiss them as paperweights.
Yeah.
And I'm really torn on how to feel about that. What do you think? Is that kind of contradicting the Infinity Saga, or is it, a good moment for moving forward?
Not really. No, for me it was like a big mic drop moment. It's like, for me it's like saying, you look at, not to like use like an analogy that seems a little bit over dramatic, but like looking at the events of the Infinity Saga in the context of like when the way we were seeing them play out, and then having it kind of like blow out farther and see it from a distance in Loki, where you're like, oh, these Infinity Stones don't mean much in the context of the multiverse and like outside of time. Like it's like looking at like in the real world, like the events of World War II, and then saying, oh, but there's probably stuff happening on Mars across the galaxy, so there's no point in really dwelling too much on the events of World War II. Like, it's still a major thing for the context of the people in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it felt like it didn't take away from the Infinity Saga whatsoever. It just really was like a mic drop moment. Like, this multiverse is like there's a lot out there. Like, there's a lot of story to tell.
It diminished it a little bit for me.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah,
that's fair.
because I feel like sometimes when you take the thing that was so scary and you just kind of make it a bit more of a joke, it feels like when you've got something above it, where it's like, okay, you thought that was big, but like, I mean, it's kind of like low compared to this.
Sure.
And for a show that was like building toward Kang, which I was okay with when Kang was supposed to be the next like huge thing, but when it kind of becomes just like a side thing that you kind of used a gimmick like that for a side thing, when it was just like, why did that really help? I don't know. And it just feels like it. I don't know. It feels wrong for some reason. I don't know if it fully bothers me, but there's just something about it that feels like, the whole Infinity War, probably my favorite MCU movie, builds toward, can he get the stones? And now to make them be like, oh, it's just, well, they're all right there, and we're just chilling and whatever. It's kind of stupid. It just like diminishes it a little bit.
I get that.
I don't like how it's kind of made into a joke. I like it in
Paperweight.
concept, because I do think that there's that level of, we need to step it up. We need to show that there's more, I think about Infinity War and, Loki getting killed by Thanos kind of feels like that moment of like, okay, Thanos is even bigger and badder than anything we've seen before.
Right. Yep.
And I think that kind of dismissing the Infinity Stones is like, okay, we've got much bigger problems here. We're moving forward. I like that in concept. I think it's done poorly, though, they're just paperweights.
Yeah.
I think the only reason I didn't take it as much of like them making something like that into a joke is because Tom Hiddleston really sells like that guy might have just played it off as like, oh, they're nothing, we just use them as paperweights, but Tom Hiddleston is playing like complete fear on Loki's face. Like, this thing I just centered the last 10 years of my life around, like for my own power, like these people are using it to hold their stacks of files down.
Right.
Like, he sold it as like he was scared at the realization that thing is a paperweight for them. Like, so I think because it wasn't played by everybody as a joke, I think I didn't really take too much offense to it, because of course that guy would just be like, oh, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Agreed.
I don't know, man, but I totally get it. But,
Okay. So are we 3 for moving on? Loki versus No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
I mean,
No Way Home.
We'll get into that later,
Yeah.
and it kills me to eliminate
Okay.
Loki, but
So,
No Way Home is something else.
Phase 4 movie moving on. Spider-Man No Way Home. Boom.
Okay.
It is set in stone.
Couldn't agree more.
Stamp it, sign it, seal it, deliver it.
Perfect. Okay. So we got our Phase 4 winner. We got No Way Home. We're gonna do kind of a combined Phase 5 and Phase 5 and Phase 6 because there's only a few Phase 6 projects. So we got it all set. No bye winners this time. We've got all our rounds. We've got 8 rounds. It's gonna break down. So first round, we have Guardians of the Galaxy 3 versus Daredevil Born Again.
Okay.
We ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Guardians 3.
I would love to live in a world where Daredevil is just as Born Again is just as good as the original show, but it's not.
Yeah.
So,
Pains
goodbye.
me. Born Again pains me.
If it was, would you put it above Guardians 3?
No, but it would be much more of a fun conversation to have.
It would be.
I think I would. Like, the original show I would take over. Like, season 1 or 3 of the original show I would take over Guardians 3, I think.
I think I would take the Netflix show over just about anything MCU.
It's so
Wow.
good.
Yeah,
You showed
it's
me
incredible.
the light.
It's
crazy.
amazing. It's
Wow.
the best thing that I think Marvel has ever made.
Season 2 is quite the dip for me with Elektra and
I like season
I don't
2.
think it's that big of a dip.
I
It is
like
a dip,
season
but
2.
it's not that big of a dip.
It's great.
I still think it's like...
9 out of 10.
The stuff with Punisher is so good.
Oh, it's awesome.
Like the rooftop scene just...
Oh.
I loved it.
Okay, We got Thunderbolts. Dude, what is going on with my speech? Okay. We got Thunderbolts versus I Am Groot. Think. Oh.
Peak versus poop.
It's a good way to put it.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. I think this will be a little bit better when we get the breaking down matchups.
Yeah, we'll dig it.
It'll be good.
Get the poop out.
All right.
Dig the poop out.
All right, we got Deadpool and Wolverine versus Secret Invasion.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Deadpool, Wolverine.
Okay.
We're weeding all the poop out.
You gotta weed.
If we're not careful, we're gonna have poop all over us. we do not want that.
Get the hands clean.
Let me make something very clear.
Absolutely not. Okay. Next, we've got X-Men 97 versus Quantumania.
Goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Really just
This is
Getting all the
yeah.
peasants
Okay,
out
can
of
I
the
go ahead
town.
and put X-Men on?
Yep.
We're good.
Just keep moving.
Okay. We got Agatha All Along versus the Marvels. Wow, this is interesting.
Oh.
This is heavy hitter.
Cinema versus cinema.
Wow.
You want to die by guillotine or by poison pill?
Can I say this is making me realize how bad these phases were?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you know what? It makes
Especially
me feel
phase
better
4.
about us. Because look at us, dude. We stuck through. We stuck.
here
We
still.
stuck with the MCU through it all, and now we get to see Doomsday and
That's
know
right.
that we made it.
Yeah, good
You
point. Good point. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1. The Marvels.
Marvels?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't
Sure.
believe there's a round where I just put the Marvels through. But
But Agatha, all
can I
along
ask
is
a
just so
question?
useless.
What's the revisionist history? I've seen a lot of like Marvel fans that are like a bit more like in on the Marvels now. Like, what's up with that? Have you seen this too, or no? Or is that just me seeing
I
this?
don't know. Thinking about theater experiences, though, that was a fun one.
Oh yeah,
We saw it
oh,
together.
We did.
right.
We
And
did.
I think we were, again, like 2 of the
Dude,
12 people
when
in
they
that theater.
started
We were
singing-
cracking up.
When they started singing, it was really bad.
Yeah.
Saw opening night, I think.
Oh, I think so.
Did you almost walk out? Josh was telling me you almost walked out. Or something.
Yeah, you said like it was.
That singing scene is just too much. I couldn't believe what I was watching.
Cam is the one guy that like when he says stuff like that, like he legit means it.
Of
Like
course.
he's sitting there and like he would like look at his phone and then he'd just be like, like literally was just so
What are we
done.
doing?
He couldn't do it. Okay.
It's probably the post-credit scene. How that's finally relevant. It's probably
True.
that.
Photon? Oh, the X-Men?
Yeah, how Beast
Yeah.
is there and she's in the X-Men facility.
It's probably that.
Okay. We got your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man versus Echo. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man. This is
I like that
one
show
of the
a
more
lot.
pleasant surprises post.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
for
shocking.
sure.
I think both of you guys talked it up to me, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a go.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's good.
Whoa,
great.
It's really
I
good.
don't love the animation, but it kind of grew
Yeah,
on me.
I don't like the animation that much.
I wish
but-
it was a different style, but
Right.
it was good.
Like around episode 3, like your palette feels like it's been reset, and you just are okay with the way it looks, and you can focus
Yeah.
on the story,
Yeah.
and that's right around when the story gets good anyway. So,
Yeah.
and then the twist of like Norman Osborn telling Peter, with great,
Oh,
what
that
is it?
was
It's,
the
it's something with great power comes great. What is it?
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
That
and just
was
having
nice
like the
little twist.
foundation be
Mhm.
slightly tweaked and seeing how that might influence Spider-Man down the road. It's very.
Do you ever have a moment where you think something's like okay, but like something happens and all of a sudden you think the rest of the show's great? It's like all of a sudden it heightens it. The second he did that, with great power comes, and I was like, oh wow, I was like, that's kind of weird. They're giving it to Norman, and then he said respect, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Yep.
oh my gosh, that's so peak.
It was.
the way they have him be the like role model.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. We've got Ironheart versus Brave New World. This is also kind of interesting.
No, it's not.
Not really.
You don't think so?
I
I think they're both. It's poop
Don't.
versus poop.
well, yeah, but also I think that there's a clear.
You do.
Yeah.
One is poopier.
It's a shiny
You do?
turd versus a fresh one.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think? Okay.
I think there's more to like with that.
Okay. Fair.
Ironheart is just, and then you just throw Mephisto in there because sure,
He's cool.
Yeah.
though.
let's have
I'll give
Ironheart
it
take
that.
on Satan.
Sasha.
Even match.
Yeah, Sasha Baron Cohen is good as Mephisto, though. I really like that casting. And the one scene that he's in, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got Marvel Zombies versus Fantastic Four. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Yep.
Four.
Okay. All right. All right.
But you guys liked Marvel Zombies, didn't you, or you did?
I did. Yeah. Definitely did.
It's all right.
I didn't see it.
I did.
So I feel like I couldn't.
I've
speak
come
to that,
down
but
on it a
Fantastic
little
Four.
bit. I juiced it up a little too much, but
Yeah.
I like it though. Okay. All right. This is gonna be fun.
Round 2.
We've got Guardians of the Galaxy 3 versus Thunderbolts.
Oh, dude, this is like really difficult.
I feel like we are going to agree on this, but I don't know about.
It's
Sam's take
really
on
they're
this.
both in like the same
We
kind
already
of
had this
category.
conversation a couple weeks ago or months ago.
Oh,
when it came
yeah.
out.
Isn't that like a Bernard or Backett?
Yeah, something
Like
like
that?
that.
I think
yeah.
so. I think you
Um,
submitted this. I think.
All right. Do we want to give our answers? Do you have your answer? I think I have.
I got mine.
This is similar to the first Avenger versus the first Avengers, like Cap 1 versus the first. Like, I have a personal bias towards one, but I understand if the other goes through.
Yes.
Okay. And I could get behind it. And I might even vote for it down the road, but I have a bias here.
Okay.
What were we thinking?
I was going to say, this one's pretty easy for me.
I think I'm in between you both.
Sure.
I'm going to say 3, 2, 1.
Guardians 3.
I do like Thunderbolts. I'll defend Thunderbolts here for a second. But I'm sure Guardians is going to get
Where's
pushed
the shirt? Get the shirt out.
You know what it is with Thunderbolts? It's just if the ending, it's not that I dislike the ending, it wasn't like something that I was like, I felt so happy with how that ended.
It was very sudden.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, okay. Like, I came around and I was like, you know what? I enjoyed so much of the road to get there.
Yep.
But I was not, like, fully sold on the ending. And I think the Guardians was just, like, a perfect wrap-up and it had more emotional beats. And
it was. More payoff.
Yeah.
More payoff. I think Thunderbolts is the movie the MCU needed at that time, like, more than Guardians was. Like, people had no hope in Marvel when Thunderbolts came out, and that really, like, brought people back. Guardians, people were still like hanging on, looking for good stories, and there was a good story to tell. I'm not discounting Guardians in any way. I think Thunderbolts came at a time where like public expectations around Marvel couldn't have been lower, and people knew Guardians was going to be good.
They did know it was going to be good, which is different. But if you remember, that last two things I think that came out before that was Quantumania and Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
Which weren't super highly received.
Yeah. That's true.
Especially Quantumania.
Yeah.
So I think it was nice to have that and then Spider-Verse right after.
Yeah. That was a great summer.
Then you kind of peaked. Dude, it was 3 weeks in between the two.
That was a great summer.
Unbelievable. That was so good. And I think you had the Barbenheimer too. Like, I think, right?
What a great year for
it was really good.
I think it was.
2023?
Yeah.
All of it? Yeah. It was really good.
I'll happily allow my opinion to take a step back here, but Thunderbolts I feel does deserve Thunderbolts does deserve some measure of like respect, I think, in terms of like, bringing the audience back in.
Okay.
And proving to people that even though it might not be totally clear until Doomsday drops, like there is a story to tell here that's worth telling.
So maybe it will. Maybe it's a Wicked Part 2 thing.
Maybe. You never know.
You never know.
But at the very least, it brought people back in, so I appreciate it for that. But and it's just a great story with a lot of emotion, a lot of heart. All the characters are great, but Guardians is...
I like that.
I think Guardians 3 could be the first one from this phase to go all the way. Could be.
Yeah.
Sneaky.
Wish Falcon and the Winter Soldier was in this phase, too.
Oh, God, man. That political climate would have been...
social commentary. Deep stuff for this podcast.
That big old baggy wrinkly suit. Oh, how I miss it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Next we got Deadpool and Wolverine versus X-Men 97. This is kind of
that's actually very difficult.
This is a tough one.
That's incredibly tricky.
So I have one reason why I'm going to go with mine, but whenever you're ready.
Every good thing I just said about Thunderbolts, I think, applies to Deadpool Wolverine as well. About it like coming at the right time and hyping people back up and showing that there are still stories Marvel can tell. But X-Men is like...
I think X-Men is the... Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
You can
ready.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, Deadpool.
X-Men 97.
I really like Deadpool.
I think X-Men 97 is better.
I think it's better by 8. I think it's a better
something about the
story.
theater experience, man. Deadpool and Wolverine, and when it came, I mean, gosh.
When he finally pulls the cowl over and it like does the music.
So I don't know. I'm totally okay.
Blade, Elektra.
I'm
Gambit.
totally okay with both moving on here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like
I'm
feel
okay
very
with both
strongly,
moving
because
on.
I think X-Men 97 is a better movie or show, like well, quality wise and just everything and making sense. I think Deadpool's got some slough. It's like the Endgame versus Infinity War kind of thing. I mean, not quite as drastic, but you know what I'm saying? Like experience versus movie.
X-Men 97 really showcases the power Marvel has yet to unleash with their animated format.
And just with the X-Men, like in general, that's the best
there's
the
so
X-Men
many
have been done in media
ever. Yeah. And there are issues with Deadpool Wolverine. I don't get the movie hasn't aged well argument, but I definitely like understand that it's not a perfect movie.
Yeah, I have so much fun with it.
It's so light on the story, I think.
It is light on the story,
but I think that's just like a Deadpool thing.
But yeah,
it is
just
a
kind
Deadpool
of
thing.
moving. You know what I mean? If there were a character you'd do that with, it'd be him. But X-Men is just. I can't think of a thing I don't like about X-Men 97. Yeah. It's just...
Especially the one episode that ends after like with Rogue and Gambit. I don't want to like spoil anything for anybody who hasn't seen it, but there's a moment with Rogue and Gambit at the end of an episode that just like it ends and it's like chills. It's straight chills, and I like every time I think about it, I'm just like, that's perfect.
Can I challenge us with something? I feel like if we're putting this over the top because of our theater experience, I feel like we got to judge it just based on a project.
Right. You know what?
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Because
That's a great point.
I think X-Men 97 is better, and if we're just going off of it because we know the theater experience was great, that is like bias, and I almost feel like we do
That's
side
good.
with
That
X-Men.
was good work.
Keep the
That was good
accountability.
work.
I
I
like
like that action. Okay.
All right, so X-Men 97.
All right. Next up, we've got The Marvels versus Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Easy.
Yes,
That's
easy.
a tough one.
Light work, no reaction. By Marvels.
Yep, Spider-Man goes through.
See you later.
Okay. All right. And then lastly,
That's like an underdog thing. I'd love to see how far that one goes. I'm sure it won't, but I would love to see how far Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man goes because I think that they're doing like 2 more seasons of it. I think it's going to be pretty good when it's all said and done.
Agreed. Brave New World versus Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, that one's going through.
All right. Okay. All right. So now, final four. We got Guardians 3 versus X-Men 97. This is a really good matchup, man. Unfortunately, X-Men 97, I think your road is done for me personally.
Yeah, I think it comes to an end here.
Yeah. It's X-Men 97 maybe is a better comic adaptation. Like, it's a better, like, comic to screen type situation. But it's Guardians 3 is such a compelling story. And it's the most, maybe one of the more emotional ones that Marvel's told.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the darker ones it's told, which is great. Because up until that point, people were like, you guys are getting soft, you know?
Right.
And they really, like, you know,
Yep.
dug deep and told a story that really kind of pushed the line quite a bit. And, even like even down to the last payoff with like Groot saying I love you guys, and it not being because he just decided to speak regular, you know, whatever, but just like it being like the added detail that like we've attached ourselves to him so deeply that like now we understand him. I just think that's such a cool detail. There's so much to love about that movie.
Such tonal whiplash going from Guardians 3 to Superman.
We didn't even talk about James
We're not going to talk about the gun
we
jamming.
that's
Can't get into that at this
next
time.
time.
3-hour episode.
I know.
Little tease for next time.
Right, next time.
The gun is still going to be jammed by the next time we talk.
The gun just won't work.
Okay, now we've got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. The two.
You know what?
You ready?
You know what?
Well, let's give it. Ready? I have my answer.
Yeah, you know what, dude?
3, 2, 1. I'm going
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I think I was going to go Fantastic Four, but I can see with
Fantastic
Spider-Man.
Four.
I can go either way.
When I first saw Fantastic Four, I did like the world building. I loved.
I'm kind
The
of out
payoff
on
of
it.
finally having the Fantastic Four in the MCU was great. Galactus was wasted. Doom should have been a part of the story. If you're going to set up Doomsday and not have Doom just feel like he's plopped into the world, you should set him up more.
Let's not have Reviver back from the dead with the child. Let's not have Galactus get soloed by Sue.
Right, and if Reed,
Because
the
of
smartest
Mom's
man
strength.
alive, is going to
Yeah.
create a device that can transport Galactus to a black hole in the far reaches of the outer universe, let's maybe not put a red tape line around the device where he needs to step his foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nothing more
Like,
creative.
there's just weird things in there. I think Doom, you know what? Like, I think Doom would have played such a great part in that movie if, like, when they came back from space and they said that, like, Galactus is coming, and, like, he said it was either our son or the world, or whatever. When they wouldn't give up their son for, you know, whatever. And the world turns on them and starts to hate on them, that would have been a great moment for Doom to come in, because he would have been able to like kind of lead the charge on like the Fantastic Four hate, and it would have set a precedent that would have made more sense. This is why at the end he's taking Sue's kid. This is why he has a vendetta against Reed and Doomsday. Like, so much more would have made sense that they're going to have to now explain and use up like 25 minutes in Doomsday that they don't have time for.
Right.
You know? So like I just think the story could have been done a little bit better, but the main core of just having the Fantastic Four in this world is awesome. But Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is such a pleasant surprise,
it's better.
dude.
I think it is better.
It's probably better. Yeah, I think I'm.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay with moving on?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would your reasoning be for Fantastic Four over the top? Because obviously it deserves to be said.
I mean, I think I've gone down a little bit on Fantastic Four too. I was super high on it when I came out of
Yeah, it
it,
was great.
but I do think Reed Richards is not well used in that movie, which kind of irks me. I think he's depowered a little bit too much. He's not much of a a main character in the movie, it feels like. I don't like how they misused Thing, too.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a cool character, and that's a good thing about the early 2000s movies, is the Thing. He's, like, the best character development in that first movie. And, yeah, I think that it could have ended better. It just doesn't feel like an ending that ties into anything in the future. It's just like, all right, we're done. This movie's done. And it feels like it should have been leading into Doomsday more.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm good with Spider-Man.
Okay.
I like the little run that this show is on.
Like
Yeah.
that too.
Cool.
Unfortunately, it's meeting Guardians 3.
End of the road.
I think it's end of the road.
Yeah.
Here.
Guardians 3
Guardians
goes through.
3 is
Yeah.
moving on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go in.
So
Like,
that
I would love
leads
to
us
just
with-
I would love to just be random and push it through, but it wouldn't stand a chance
I
against
know.
any of the
Yeah.
others.
No.
So
There's no
So
point.
our Phase 5/6 winner, Guardians 3.
wow,
I like it.
So that leaves us
Against all odds.
with our final 5. Okay, we now have. Let me just add it. We now have Avengers 1, The Winter Soldier, No Way Home, Infinity War, and Guardians 3 is our final 5.
can we
Wow.
agree?
Now, we have
Infinity
to-
War probably gets the bye here. Would you say or no? Like consensus, objectively, what's the best movie here? Or would you say maybe Winter Soldier? I don't know. How do we figure this out?
I don't know. What I'm wondering, do we almost each pick out one thing that we would choose from this one and just see if we all if we line up at anything? Or do
Like-
you want to do like a matchup?
Like just pick the best right off the bat?
Yeah. Actually, can we give our own ranking of the 5?
Sure.
Would you be down with
Good
that?
call. Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Can you just reiterate what they are for the
Avengers
audience and for
1.
myself? Yep.
Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier,
Yeah.
Infinity War, No Way Home, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
It's a good list.
That is
Feels like it's the way it was always meant to be.
that is tough. Okay, I'm putting my list together.
Yeah. I'm not peeking. I got myself.
No
right.
peaks.
No peeking.
I think, can we all go and give our 5 and then we'll progressively go up? Are
Yeah.
we good with that?
Yep, yep.
Okay.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Funnily enough, all of them are in my top 7 on my list.
Yeah.
On Letterboxd.
Yep. I think Guardians is like 9 or 10 for me,
It's
but
easy
everything
for me.
else is.
Okay. All right. At number 5,
Guardians.
Guardians.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
All right, we're in
So-
agreement. I think it's the clear it's just a step below.
Right. It's just a good movie. The others
Yeah.
contributed some sort of this changed the franchise type
Yeah.
of impact.
Yeah.
I'm such a lover of that movie, though.
It's
That
great.
one, I think it gets me to cry at the end the most. In
Yeah.
the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Okay. This is it for me. These last 4, I don't even know how to
it's
rank them. 4, I'll go.
I'd say. Oh, yeah.
Avengers.
Yeah. I'd say Avengers too.
I said Winter Soldier.
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
But it's right there.
I
It's
get
right
it.
There with
And I think I have Winter Soldier in my 3.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
I actually totally agree.
I think
it's like I could flip on a dime on either day.
I think it's like what we were just talking about with the Deadpool versus X-Men 97. I think Winter Soldier's the better movie.
Yeah.
Avengers is just, it rocks
Avengers,
to see them all
it's
together.
so good.
But I think Winter Soldier is just one of the most coherent movies in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd have it 3. I think.
The opinion, the consensus on Cap up until Winter Soldier came out was that he was too rigid. It was similar to Thor. It was like, this guy has no personality. He's just a goody two-shoes. And for Marvel to somehow find a way to keep that as the core of his character while also adding a moving, multi-layered depth to him through his relationship with Bucky, through his reaction to being in a world that's passed him by. There's so much there. You haven't really seen Marvel pull off a character-driven story like that well since.
Right.
Yeah.
And everything else is great. I think everything else about every other one of these movies works great. I think, but the fact that Winter Soldier is in this conversation and it's just focused around one specific character, I think elevates it so much.
Agreed.
The fact that
Yeah,
you can
I
tell
like
a
that.
story that can go up against the best of the best in the MCU, and it's just about the guy that up until that point people hated because he was too rigid. Mm-hmm. That's really telling of the quality that you managed
it's a
with
good
that
point.
movie. Avengers is great, but I think it's like we were saying 2 weeks ago, it's a potential unactualized for me. I feel like it's Marvel figuring things out, but like they hadn't really unleashed the world yet.
I think they figured it out.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to look back at the movie and be like, oh, well, it could have been so much bigger.
I don't even know if I'm saying that. I think
Okay.
just because of how big things got after that. I think
now it's hard to look back on it.
Almost.
Like, okay, it was
Almost. Yeah, a little
It was
bit.
such a feat back then, though, like putting all the superheroes together in a movie and having it work so well.
Yeah.
Especially in like the post Justice League era where we saw how you can do an Avengers level team up badly.
Yeah.
It makes that movie even more impressive.
That's
that
true.
It's like this was our first go at it, and we did it perfectly, basically.
That's true. And a lot of people got into the MCU from Avengers, so like that pulled in a large chunk of its audience. So I could go either way on this. All right, so which one are we pushing for? What do you think? I think I could go either way.
We gave our 3, so we've got our final 2. Infinity War, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Do we all want to give a vote? We'll say it at the same time. This is really tough.
Sure.
This is my 1 and 2 on my Letterboxd list. So
Really? Okay. So this has worked out well.
This has been very good.
Okay.
It's so hard for me to take bias out of this, like the
I know,
emotional
right.
element.
I know.
Because if I put emotions into it, there is one that rises above the other.
Yeah. Okay, we ready? 3, 2, 1.
Infinity War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the clean cut, man. It's creme de la creme.
Hurts though. Nothing tops the No Way Home era for me.
I
I don't
know.
think.
No.
I don't think anything beats seeing that movie in theaters
know.
that day. I remember
really
everything vividly about the day that I saw that movie.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
it's my emotional pick,
Infinity
for
War,
sure.
every big thing that happens feels so earned and so expected, except for the snap, which of course is the switch up that nobody saw coming, that Thanos would win. But Vision fighting alongside Wanda, fighting alongside the Wakandans, and Cap and Thor arriving, like it's all hype, it's all amazing, it's all memorable, unforgettable, but it's all expected because you've seen the growth of
Right,
the MCU.
yeah.
No Way Home, you're watching Toby and Andrew come out of the portal, and you're like, "There's no way I'm actually seeing this happen right
Yeah.
now. This is not real." Holy cow!
Yeah.
I remember for 2 months after that movie, I expected to wake up one day and just have that movie not actually be real. And that didn't happen with Infinity War, but not to dog on Infinity War. It's just everything that happens feels like a complete, deserved,
Right.
understandable payoff.
Right.
And No Way Home just feels like it. How did they do that? But Infinity War is objectively
Agreed.
probably better.
Yeah.
It's peak. All of it. I mean, we've talked about it, but one of my favorites just when Chris Evans shows back up, Cap pulls up and catches the spear. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, wow. It's so good.
What a time to be alive, too. Like, you were just saying how people think that our generation kind of has Stranger Things as our thing. I feel like our generation does that first 3 phases of the MCU as like
Yeah.
our thing.
Yeah.
I remember being in high school and watching, everybody was talking about the Infinity War trailer. Everybody was talking about the Endgame trailer. Teachers were pulling it up and showing it to us on the big screen. It's like,
That's crazy.
it was a wild era and
Yeah.
a wild time to be alive.
Yeah.
So
It felt like in Infinity War and Endgame, everyone in the theater, was operating under one hive mind. Like everyone was reacting and feeling. You could feel the collective emotion. Everybody was it was the same emotions about the same things, just start to finish. Everyone was totally locked into the same thing. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It really felt like everybody was like one big family watching this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So we did it.
we did it. The greatest MCU movie.
made it
crowned.
through.
Big shocker. Infinity War.
Infinity War. Boom.
You know what?
It deserved
with
it.
some of the top dogs that have come around in the MCU in the last couple of years, there was a conversation to be had. But I think Infinity War continues
see,
to reign supreme.
I think we gave a good showcase to every little guy.
I think you're
Yeah.
right.
right. I feel like we did good.
I think you're absolutely correct. We did it.
Cam, thanks
Made
for
it.
being on, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
thank you guys for
coming
having
As
me
always,
again.
it's a pleasure.
Love being
Dude,
here.
seriously,
Yeah.
thank you.
Hope you enjoy that Pop Funko. Put that right next to
Oh, man.
your wife's nightstand.
Still thinking about where to put it.
Right next to the West. But and as always, I think Cam's got the word today.
Oh, well, and as always, when you get a broomstick in front of you, 2 options: defy gravity or play a little Quidditch.
Wow.
Wow.